Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because I post new videos every day and there's always content for you to enjoy. This is going to be a day in the life, and because I'm a stay-at-home mom, we don't really have a strict schedule, and so sometimes my day changes up, but this is just like a general idea of how my day goes. And because I had just filmed cleaning videos the past couple of days, I really didn't have much to clean up, so it was more so just hanging out with the kids and getting some editing done. So depending on how the night before went depends on how early I get up in the morning. I was probably up late editing, so I was a little bit more tired this morning, and so I laid in bed until my son woke up, and then I fed him before I got started with my day. Generally in the mornings, he likes to cuddle for a little bit after eating, and then he just wants to go back to bed. So I'll cuddle with him for a little bit and let him snuggle up next to me, and then I'll put him to bed because I know he really likes to just sprawl out in his bed and be comfortable and sleep in his own area. Then after I put him back to bed and before my daughter wakes up, I like to film my makeup videos and get that over with. So then by the time I'm done, they're waking up and ready to start the rest of the day. I usually need at least 1 cup, if not more, of coffee to get my day started. And this morning we just decided to eat some homemade banana bread that I had made the night before. And so it was a really easy breakfast for all of us, which made it a lot easier on me because I didn't have to cook anything. Which also meant that I could take our dog Luna out a little earlier. She's deaf and blind, so sometimes she runs into things. So if it looks like I'm holding onto the leash a little tight, it's because I'm trying to guide her, but 95% of the time you can't do anything. She's gonna go the way she wants to go, and you just gotta let it happen, and she'll figure it out along the way. And because I'm a mom, I'm still making my coffee that I probably started over an hour ago, and then making myself a bagel because the kids got banana bread, getting on to my daughter for standing on the table and asking her to sit down and eat, and just mom life, about to drink some cold coffee, open up the blinds to start the day because it's so pretty out. You just want to let in all the light, play with my son a little bit. Still don't have my coffee. And because my babies are little chunkies, I had to feed him baby food in a pouch so that I could go help my daughter and clean him up afterwards, because that's one of the runnier ones. It's just because it's organic and not as clumpy. And because he's a little explorer, sometimes I have to put him in the bouncer while I finish my breakfast that I still haven't gotten to, and help his sister out. And then when I'm back in the room, I might let him back down to play. But for the time being, he has to be somewhere where I know he's not going to chew on cords or do something that might harm him. And this morning, I was just kind of sitting around watching the kids play, eating my breakfast, checking my Facebook, talking to my husband, actually telling my husband how cute my son was waking up this morning with his Build-A-Bear that we got him for Valentine's Day. It was so sweet, and you can tell I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was the cutest. Because I am a stay-at-home mom, I do try to teach my daughter things that she would be learning if she were in daycare, but she's a little thick-headed, and there's a lot of stuff that even though we go over this every day, she still doesn't know, and I'm kind of at a loss for what I should do to get her to pick up on these things, because I don't want her to be behind, and it gets frustrating because I literally help her with this every day, and sometimes it just feels like we're stuck in a rut. Now that my son has been laid down for his first official nap of the day, and my daughter is off playing in her room because she's more independent now that she's a little bit bigger, and she likes to spend a little bit of time by herself, just playing with her toys and whatnot, I will start to get to editing, because even if I only get 5 or 10 minutes in between things, I like to do that then, just because it helps me get a little bit ahead. Otherwise, I'm up to 2 o'clock in the morning editing, and then I fall behind because I'm tired in the morning, and then I don't want to film, and then I really wish I had later in the day, because then I'm up again till about 2 o'clock in the morning editing. So any chance I get to sit down and just start working on it, I will. And I'm usually watching YouTube while I'm doing it, so I get a little distracted, but I feel like I do get a good amount of work done during the day, even if it's only like a good 30 minutes worth of editing all day long. Again, it's lunchtime and we're just going to make something simple. So I've made her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which we actually don't have very often, and I don't know why, because they were delicious. And she's been loving carrots, so I've been making them for her, just kind of feeding off of it, because anytime I can get her to willingly eat vegetables without like fighting her or begging her, I'm going to eat it up and just kind of give her what she wants, even if it's carrots every single day for like a year. She's eating it, I'm giving it to her. And just out of convenience, my son still eats a lot of baby food. So, you know, wherever I can give him finger foods or things that he can eat himself, I will. Even if it's just some puffs or some string cheese that I have cut up myself, or just any kind of little yogurt bite snacks or anything that he can chew on, I'll give him that, just because it's easy. And I know I should start, you know, feeding him some actual food, and we have. It's just a lot easier during the day when I'm home by myself to just give him whatever I know he can eat and he won't choke on, because I am CPR certified, but I panic and I don't know if I'd be any good in an actual emergency situation. And I've also found that if I eat the same thing my daughter is eating with her, then she is more likely to eat it, because she sees me eating it and knows that I like it, which means she might like it. And I kind of just forgot to record, but now that my husband was home, I was able to sit down and actually focus a little bit on editing, even if it was just a good hour's worth of editing at one point. But he was just home, so it made it easier for me to concentrate a little bit more, because I knew that there was someone else that was able to help me with the kids. And he's actually really great about keeping my daughter entertained, or feeding my son, or playing with my daughter. Whatever I need, he's there to help and support me. Sometimes he'll even come over and look at what I'm doing and talk to me about it, and he's just very supportive on everything that I do. So it's really nice to have somebody who understands and accepts what I'm doing. Again, I forgot to record us eating, but we just had some tacos from Taco John's. It was just a last minute thing because I wanted some fish tacos. So my husband asked me to go get them, and as you can see, little man got a little messy while eating, but it was cute. So I'll insert some pictures of him eating because they were just the most adorable thing. But he needed a bath afterwards, like a full-on wipe-down bath. And then my daughter wanted to get in with him, so I just ended up giving them both a bath before bed, which I honestly don't give them baths every single night because it's bad for their skin. It dries it out, and then lotion supposedly clogs their pores. So it's just, every couple of nights or whenever they just really, really need a bath. And I did eventually pick up his diaper and all the taco meat he got on the floor. It's just I didn't want to leave him unattended or look away while he was sitting in the water and an accident happened, because you never know. And just, that overconfidence of nothing's going to happen and turning your back, literally it could happen in seconds. So I just don't do that. My son does have very sensitive skin, so when I do give him a bath, I do have to make sure I have to put his special eczema lotion on him and make sure he's very moisturized. Otherwise, he gets dry and flaky and cracky, so that has to happen every time he gets a bath. My daughter is very, very much a daddy's girl, so if she's good throughout the week and does everything she's supposed to, mostly just not giving me too hard of a time or no accidents in her bed throughout the whole week. Sometimes as a reward, my husband will camp out in her bedroom for a night and they'll have a little sleepover, and she just absolutely eats it up. So that's what we do on the weekends as a reward, and she loves it. So I'm giving them a kiss goodnight before bed because they're getting ready to go to sleep. And it's funny because as soon as my husband knocks out, she's up playing and messing around, and I have to come in and make sure she goes to bed because he's completely useless. He just comes in there and falls asleep in her bed because she likes it. Most of the time, my contacts do not even make it this long. I'm surprised they made it to the end of the day because they are super drying and annoying, but they had to come out. And then I usually go take my makeup off with my makeup eraser. It is like one of the best purchases that we have made towards my makeup. It's such a money saver, really. All it takes is water. And of course, I'm staring at myself in the mirror, looking at all the stuff that I hate. It's just a woman thing, I suppose. I guess I decided my unibrow and the other hair on my face was growing in a little too much, so I decided to remove that hair while everybody was asleep or occupied. And I had some free time to myself, and I decided to edit some more while I was waiting for my timer to go off to go wipe that away. Then I just took off my hair remover and took a shower and put myself in bed and decided to edit until I was too tired to go any further. And that's basically a day in my life. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to check out some of my other videos. I have 2 down below. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, I have tons of other content for you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.